Hello, Internet. It's your favorite weirdo, Moonlight Mess. I have not bothered because I am exhausted. So, story time. Where I'm living, we got a bunch of snow and ice, and because we're going through this, like, it's negative, freezing, it's melting a little bit, and then freezing again, and so we've got we practically have glaciers out there. Snow and ice galore. It is a winter fairy's dream, and I am not. I have Raynaud syndrome. My hands and feet get cold in like 50 degrees. I literally walk outside and walk 3 feet to my car, and my whole body is in pain because it's so cold. So it should be so dang cold out. I was having a hard day and, just decided to go driving through some very familiar places to try and clear my head a little because while personally people are dealing with glaciers, the roads have been clear and very fine, safe, mostly dry and everything to drive on for a while now. So like, yeah, I'm just gonna drive around, I'm gonna clear my head, I'm gonna be able to come back, and then I'm gonna like figure out a plan how to get what I want, because I don't take no for an answer. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not, depends on how you look at it. Personally, I view it as a quality. I don't take no for an answer. Maybe it's the tires coming out in me. Maybe it's the metalhead. Maybe it's the girl who's a recovering doormat. I don't know. You decide. I don't care to make a poll for it, but if you want to poll amongst yourselves, just let me know what the outcome is because I'm kind of curious. So anyway, driving through these familiar areas, like, okay, I've gone far enough. I think I've figured out how I need to handle this problem. I'm just gonna like turn around here and head back home. Well, I didn't realize that while the entrance to the soccer field parking lot that I was trying to turn around in, they literally just like snowplowed like the entrance, and the rest of it was a sheet of ice that it had just like everything plowed after that one big snowfall, like just all along the back. Like it created like a snow barricade. Sorry, I'm out of picture. It created like a snow barricade going all along this way with like the raft entry to the river literally on the other side of the snowbank. So thank you. This is important for later. So I think because the entry looks good, I slow down and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back. Well, I hit a patch of ice and I literally just slide with absolutely zero traction on my car all the way into that snowbank. If that snowbank had not been there just over my bumper, I would have slid into the dang river, y'all. I would have been in the river in my car, stuck on a glacier that I basically drove across. But let's not panic yet. Let's not panic yet, because I have that roadside assistance thing. So I call and I explain my situation. And you want to know what? Because of health and safety concerns, they can't come and get me. Fuck! So I do the only logical and rational thing I can do because I have like zero tools, zero resources, other than the fact that my car's gassed up. Thank all the gods who were involved on that for that one. Like at least I could like keep myself warm. So I tried calling Alan. And his phone was dead because it just kept going straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh, he forgot to plug his phone in when he fell asleep. So the next thing I do is I call my bestie. She's basically more like a sister to me than like my biological ones ever have been. So I give her a call. I'm like, this is the stupidest problem, and you are allowed to tell me no. And she was like, okay, girl, what's going on? So I explained the situation, and she goes, okay, you talk to the kids for a couple minutes, while I get dressed, and I'll be there in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, cool. Because all the kids were like, Moonlight Mess is on the phone, and like, okay, cool. Set the phone down. I was talking to all of her kids. She went into the bedroom, started getting dressed, explained to her husband what was going on. So she got dressed and came and picked me up at the opening of the parking lot that I got stuck in. And she's like, what are we gonna do about your car? I'm like, leave it. I don't even have the spoons. Everything hurts because it's so cold, and it's so negative freezing. Like, I will deal with it later. And she's like, okay, cool. So I figured out a ride the next day to go back to that parking lot, and I had, like, you know, the snow shovels and a couple garden shovels, you know, to deal with like the ice and stuff. And off we went to go and recover. The name for my car is Satine, by the way. Satine. If you're a Moulin Rouge fan, you know. So we went to go and rescue Satine, and I was trying to warn my friend giving me the ride out there, because it was a different friend that picked me up, like, to be careful, and that I didn't even really want her to like pull into the parking lot in case she got stuck from all the ice. And we get there, the whole parking lot is plowed with an even bigger snowbank, basically blocking off all slidage into the river, with like a 3-foot spacing around my car. So, and here's the thing. I had just spent forever on the phone yesterday, like crying with this woman with Emergency Roadside Services, that private company, that literally the only choice was private companies, and they might still say no just because if it's a wholly iced parking lot, then that's not safe for anyone, and the tow truck could get stuck, which, like, makes sense to me. It just sucks for me. No blame or hate to all the people, like, actually making safe decisions for their employees. It just sucks for me. So that means that some angel with a personal snowplow happened to be driving, I'm assuming later in the evening, maybe late at night, and seen my car stuck, and used their personal snowplow and literally made it, literally all I had to do was like shovel that little 3-foot space that he left so he didn't hit my car. I'm assuming it's a he. I don't know, maybe it was a woman that came to my rescue. I feel like that's a lot more plausible. I'm probably gonna cut that out. God, I'm ridiculous. I should not be on the internet. I need an adultier adult. That's what I need. Anyway, so all I had to do was shovel like that 3-foot space that he left so that they did not hit my car. And I did have to get out like the hard garden shovel to chip out some ice underneath 3 of the tires, which explained why I got stuck, because there was just like a 4-inch thick sheet of ice that it got stuck on. So once I got the ice out from under the tires and shoveled that, I was out of there in like 20 minutes, half an hour, already on my way home. So thank you to whatever angel saved the goth purple Satine. I know I'm not giving you a whole lot of stuff, which is basically like why I'm wanting you to share it with everybody. Like, get it to whatever random person in my small town so that they can see it, because I am so grateful. I honestly cried in relief. Like, oh my God, I don't have to shovel like the whole entrance to parking lot. Like, I was out of there and it was fine. It was starting to snow, but it hadn't even stuck back to the ground yet. It was great. Thank you. Thank you, Angel Tow Plow, truck plow. I don't know what I'm looking for. The plows on the trucks. Thank you, Angel Plower. Very good. God, that sounds so dirty. I'm thinking of Angel does, like, thank you, Flower Daddy. Like, I'm not doing that. Thank you, Angel Plower. Oh, and before I get off, I feel like I'm supposed to do this at the end of every video. Remember to stay weird and take dance breaks.